Go to badboymembership.com. You'll go from not getting what you want when it comes to you dealing with women to actually getting what you want, to being the guy women want to be with, women want to date, women want to have sex with. All you need to do is go to badboymembership.com.
What he's went through and what he's done to get where he's at, I can assume, and this is my assumption, I could be dead wrong, but I got an assumption and an opinion just like every fucking body else,
right,
that he would have embraced it wholeheartedly. And he would have enjoyed it. Now, they talk about he wasn't the type of person to coerce with this and that, but correct me if I'm wrong, how much does a Basquiat painting go for? They ain't cheap.
No, a lot.
So it's hand in hand. I don't see anything wrong with it. I think people are kind of reaching with this one.
Going in on Busta, some people actually agree with him, but he was on stage and he started going in. I'm going to play the video and then we'll get into this and talk about this in detail.
Trying to take our civil liberties away. Feels good to be back outside. We outside for real. It's called the God-given right of freedom, right? No human being is supposed to tell you you can't even breathe freely. Fuck your mask. I'm not saying. Some of y'all might feel differently, but fuck your mask. I can't rhyme to you with a mask on. You can't eat food with a fucking mask on. You can't even see each other smile with a mask on. Damn, no. I come from a time where before I used to even want to holler at a chick, I used to have to do shit with my face to let her know that I'm into her. All of that energy gets blocked when your mask is on. Energy is important, and we are all conductors of fucking good energy. You also gotta be clear when a motherfucker trying to give you bad energy. You can tell from only the expression on their face. I wanna see your face. Fuck your mask. I'm sorry I got a little political and shit. I miss my people. We gotta talk.
Let's stop it there. I think that's a very good part. A little funny part there, man. That was kind of like an inside thing. We ain't gonna go there.
We ain't gonna go there. We gonna fuck it. Maybe on a documentary when it's all said and done. Right this fucking second.
Pride. But yeah, man. You know, some real strong words. You know, from Busta. A lot of people, obviously going in because of the times that we're in right now. But you got some people out there who I think, you know, I'm not even going to call them extremists. That's what they call them. And you know, they say that, yeah, he's right, this, that, and the third. But, Sam, man, what do you think about this, man? What Busta Rhymes is ultimately saying? Let the people know.
A lot of people are going to spin this because a lot of people are going to come out and say that he's anti this and anti that and this and that and the third. Which, if you put it to a dictionary definition, yeah, you could say he's anti because he doesn't want to wear it. He said F the mask, F all this, F all that. And that's how some people feel.
Yeah.
And that's their right to feel that way. Now, he didn't come out and say that COVID was a hoax. He didn't say anything wild like that. He didn't say that it wasn't real. He didn't say that people weren't dying. He said F it because for a year and a half or a year and some change now, it's changed all of our lives forever. And that's how some people genuinely feel. As far as the mask, some people feel like it helps. Some people feel like it doesn't. Some people feel like they want to wear it outside. Some people don't. And if you feel one way or another, that's your right to feel that way. Right. And I hope they don't I equate this to the baby right now because that's one of the most relevant kind of instances where we can kind of compare it to, where they don't just automatically, oh no, we got to cancel him, he's dangerous, he's this, he's that, because of what he said on the stage and for giving his God's honest opinion. There's a lot of people who also feel this way and they don't deserve to be silenced because they feel this way. So I really don't have a problem with it. I wear my mask still simply because I don't like a bunch of motherfuckers in my face and it instantly gets people out your face. But I walk in plenty of places and forget that shit and run in and run out stuff real quick. But it's one of these, you don't know, man. It's a crazy time we live in, man. And there's definitely shit going around. And I don't know, man. It's definitely stuff that I look at that I think with a third eye, like some shit's crazy. But there's other things I'm like, all right, I'll just ride how I ride for right now.
Yeah, and then it's, I'm not going to, what can I say? I don't feel any type of way. I would say people got reason to be skeptical about certain things when you look at just the history, like Tuskegee experiment and different things that went on in this very country. I think people got the right to be suspicious of what's going on, with anything that they try to mandate or say that you should do. But on the other hand, I don't think that, we should be naive to the numbers and the people that are passing away. And, the people in power, we will hope that they have our best interest at heart when they're telling us to do certain things. But as much as they tell us, this is a great point that I heard you and other people bring up. As much as they tell us to put the mask on, wash your hands, social distance, that's all good. Promote the other things as well, like eat healthy. Yep. Get out there, make sure you're exercising, because all this stuff is marketing. It's all a campaign at the end of the day, and that works just as well. If you're saying, all right, make sure, if you're obese, maybe you can't, go as far, walk up the steps. Mm-hmm. If you're a little bit healthy, walk around the block. If you're more healthier, run 5 miles. Take your vitamin D, do things, other things, in concert with the mask, the washing of hands, the social distancing, to strengthen your chances if you do get the virus, that you are able to survive. Not just, okay, you got to put the mask on, boom 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 boom, you got to go here, do this and that, and then you talk about the civil liberties thing. It's a sketchy line.
Yeah, man.
It's very, very sketchy, because you can see it being implemented. Then you can look at the history and say, okay, yeah, anytime that they always, under the guise of helping you, always said it was for your safety. You seen the same thing in Nazi Germany, things like that. So I can understand why people feel like that, but don't let that get in the way of common sense. Is my point.
Yeah, they go so anti that they alleviate the fact that, remember to wash your goddamn hands. I've seen so many places where they so anti this and anti-establishment that they walk out after grabbing their balls of their ass and don't wash their fingers. It's disgusting, man. We didn't seen that too many times. But I mean, hopefully, like I said, they don't crack the whip too crazy on Busta. Let him go ahead and express himself and do.
Because he ain't go after them and them. So he ain't say that about them and them.
He better not go after them, man.
You know what I mean? But some people say he's part of it. Nah, but anyway, it's just like, nah. I mean, he's gonna receive it for a little bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've been watching this doctor or whatever, and I think people go extreme both ways with it, honestly. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? But then again, you see people, like, people who caught it and passed. Yeah, that was young. Yeah. I know people who caught it and passed. So it's kind of like that thing, like, just don't let your extremism blind your common sense at the end of the day for people out there. I'm not against none of that. Kind of been thinking about lately, if I have to get the vaccine, going on and getting it, kind of leaning towards it. Sometimes kind of leaning away from it. You just kind of never know. But I think it should be anybody's choice. I don't think it should be forced on anyone. It should be your choice. But if you're not, going to get it, then make sure that you're doing the other things. Eating healthy foods, exercising, washing your hands, social distancing, wearing a mask. Do everything in concert. Don't just be, on some old vigilante, like, man, I ain't doing nothing, but you're going to McDonald's, you're smoking cigarettes. Yeah. It's silly.